Hello friends! I've made over 1,000 recipe videos on this channel and you guys always ask me, Melanie, which ones are your favorites? When it comes to potato recipes, here are the 10 air fryer potato recipes that I keep making over and over and over again because they're just so easy to make, so delicious, and they come out perfect every single time. Let's start with potato recipe number 1. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from MelanieCooks.com, and today I'll be making French fries from scratch from potatoes in the air fryer. So what we need is 2 potatoes and some vegetable oil. And let's cut the potatoes into French fry shape. First of all, you need to wash the potatoes. Now, whether to peel them or not, it's up to you. I like potato skins, so I'm not going to peel it, but if you want to, you can peel it before slicing. So now I'm going to cut the potatoes in a French fry shape. So first I'll cut a potato in half, and then in another half here. And then I'm going to cut each quarter into slices, and then slice each into fries shape. And once you cut it, let's put it in a bowl. And I'll continue doing it with the rest of the potato. Now, once you cut the potatoes into fries, let's add some vegetable oil. You can add about 1 tablespoon. And also sprinkle the potatoes with salt and pepper or any seasonings you like. And now let's toss the potatoes so they're evenly coated with oil on both sides. So now the fries are coated with oil and seasonings, and let's take out the air fryer basket and put the fries in the air fryer basket. And let's put the basket in the air fryer. And now I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will set the time to 17 minutes. It's been 5 minutes, so let's take out the air fryer basket and let's shake it. And also you can use a spatula to make sure that no French fries stick to the bottom, because potatoes have a tendency to stick. So let's shake so they cook evenly, and then put it back in the air fryer. Now after an additional 5 minutes, again let's take out the air fryer basket. See, now it looks like they're cooking real well. So now let's shake them again. And also if they're sticking, use the spatula to make sure they separate from the bottom. And put them back in the air fryer to finish cooking. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look at our French fries. Look at these homemade French fries. They're perfect cooked and so crispy. Look at that. Hear them? They're so crispy and delicious, golden brown. Let's put them on a plate. I'm so excited about trying them. Looks amazing. Crunchy, yummy fry. This is so good. These homemade fries are amazing, and making them in the air fryer is so easy. For a free printable recipe and other easy recipes, please visit my website, MelanieCooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Melanie Cooks. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from MelanieCooks.com, and today today I'll be making twice baked potatoes in the air fryer. So we need is potatoes, sour cream, butter, cheddar cheese, and bacon bits. So first we're going to bake potatoes in the air fryer, and then we're going to stuff them and bake them again. So they're twice baked potatoes. We bake them 2 times. So first we'll just make regular baked potatoes. I'm going to pierce them with a fork so they don't explode. And I already washed them before making the video. And I will bake them in the air fryer. Now if you want to save time, you can cook them in a microwave or cook them any way you like. Because air fryer does take longer to bake, but they have amazing texture of baked potatoes. So I do actually like baking them in the air fryer. Let's open the air fryer basket. Put the potatoes in the air fryer basket. So for 2 potatoes, the cooking time in the air fryer is 40 minutes. So I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will set the time to 40 minutes. Now the air fryer is done cooking the potatoes, so I will take them out. So here are baked potatoes, and now I'm going to cut them in half. And I will scoop out the inside and put it in a bowl. So just scoop them out and keep the shell intact because we're going to stuff them back in the potato shell. Perfect. Now I'm ready to add other ingredients. So now I'm going to mash these potatoes and add sour cream, butter, cheddar cheese, and bacon bits, and also salt and pepper. So I will add a little bit of sour cream, butter, cheddar cheese, and bacon bits, and also add a little bit of salt and pepper. And now mash it until it's all combined. And now once I mashed it, I'm going to put it back on the potato skins. So I'm just going to divide into 4 parts and put them back to stuff the potatoes. And now let's put the stuffed potatoes back in the air fryer. And let's put the air fryer basket in the air fryer. And now I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will set the time to 8 minutes. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look. Look at these twice baked potatoes. They look amazing, so nicely browned and perfectly cooked. Let's take them out of the air fryer. Perfect. They look so delicious. I'm so excited about trying them. Let's try it. Look at that nice fluffy texture. They taste as good as they look. Amazing. You're going to love making twice baked potatoes in the air fryer. For a free printable recipe and other easy air fryer recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Melanie Cooks. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com, and today I'll be making sliced potatoes in the air fryer. For this easy recipe, we need potatoes, olive oil, and seasonings of your choice. I'll use salt, black pepper, and garlic powder, and you can use any potato seasonings you like. I washed these potatoes before making the video, so I'm just going to peel them and slice them now. So first, peel the potatoes. So now I've peeled the potatoes and I need to slice them into thin slices. So just cut them like that. It's going to be thin round slices. So now I've sliced the potatoes and let's put them in a bowl and season them. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of oil over them so oil helps them get more crispy. And then sprinkle with seasonings. So here's salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. And now let's toss until the potatoes are coated with oil and seasoning. So now once you've tossed the potatoes, let's put them in an air fryer bowl. So I'm just going to take out the air fryer bowl and put the potatoes in. And let's put the basket back in the air fryer. And I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I will set the time to 20 minutes. Now halfway through the cooking time, let's take out the air fryer basket. And I'm going to shake the potatoes. So you might need to use a spatula if they're stuck together, so just redistribute them. So this is done so they cook more evenly. And put them back in the air fryer and let them finish cooking. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look at the sliced potatoes. Look at that. They're so nicely brown and perfectly cooked. They look amazing. So I recommend at this time to just try a potato, make sure they cook through, because if you have more potatoes, it does take longer to cook. So if they're not cooked, just return it back to the air fryer at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for an additional 5 minutes or until they're ready. But mine are ready, so I'm going to take them out of the air fryer. You hear how crispy they are? You can just tell. Crunchy sliced potatoes. Looks so good. I'm so excited about trying them. Let's try it. So crispy. Do you hear the crunch? They taste as good as they look. So if you're a fan of crispy potatoes, this is a recipe you just have to make. You will love it. For a free printable recipe and other easy recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Melanie Cooks. Hi friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com, and today I will be baking whole potatoes in the air fryer. What we need for this recipe are potatoes and olive oil. So the first step would be to pierce potatoes with a fork in several places so they don't explode. Next, let's open the air fryer basket and put the potatoes in the air fryer. And next, I will pour a little olive oil over each potato and rub them with olive oil all over. So now the potatoes are prepared and it's time to bake them in the air fryer. So let's put the air fryer basket back in the air fryer. And now I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees and I will set the time to 45 minutes. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look at our baked potatoes. They're perfectly cooked with crispy skin. Once you try making baked potatoes in the air fryer, you'll never want to make them any other way. They're just so easy to make, so perfectly cooked. Crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Perfect texture. Look at that crispy skin. Perfect. Now I'm going to cut a potato in half and try it. Perfect fluffy inside. And let's season it. I'm going to use salt, pepper, and butter. What a perfect baked potato. I'm so excited about trying it. Now let's see. Perfect, yay. You will love these air fryer baked potatoes. For a free printable recipe and other easy air fryer recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Melanie Cooks. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com and today I'll be cooking potato wedges in the air fryer. So what we need is our raw potatoes and oil. I'll use olive oil, you can use any kind of vegetable oil. And seasonings of your choice, I'll just use simple salt and pepper, and you can use any seasonings you like. So here are my potatoes. Whether you peel the potatoes or not is totally up to you. I'm not going to peel them. I like potato skin, it just makes things simple, but if you'd like, you can peel them. So now I'm going to slice potatoes into wedges. Now, once you cut potatoes into wedges, let's put them in a bowl. And I'm going to drill them with a little bit of oil. And the amount of oil is up to you. Just help them get crispy. So just add a little bit of oil and then sprinkle them with seasoning. So I'll just sprinkle them with salt and pepper. And toss them so evenly coated with oil and seasonings. And now let's take out the air fryer basket and add potato wedges to the air fryer basket. And now let's put the air fryer basket in the air fryer. And I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I will set the time to 20 minutes. Now halfway through the cooking time, let's take out the air fryer basket. And let's shake the potato wedges to flip them over so they cook evenly. And put it back in the air fryer and let it finish cooking. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look. Look at these potato wedges. They're perfectly cooked, so nicely brown. They look amazing. Let's take them out of the air fryer. Perfect. They're perfectly cooked. Let me just cut one. They're very soft inside and so nicely brown on the outside. I'm so excited about trying them. Let's try. Delicious. They taste amazing. Perfect texture, so brown, so tasty. You're going to love cooking potato wedges in the air fryer. For a free printable recipe and other easy air fryer recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Melanie Cooks. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com, and today I'll be cooking diced potatoes in the air fryer. So I'll be making it from scratch, from whole potatoes. You can peel them or not peel them, it's totally up to you. This time I'm going to peel the potatoes. And we also need seasonings. I'll use salt and pepper. And I'll also use olive oil, or you can use any kind of vegetable oil. So now let's peel the potatoes. So now after I peel the potatoes, I'm going to dice them in small cubes. All done. So now the potatoes are diced, so I'm going to season them. So just add some oil. And you can use as much or as little oil as you like. It's just for flavor. And then sprinkle it with seasonings. I'll use salt and pepper. And you can use any other seasonings as you like. And now I will toss them to coat evenly with oil and seasonings. And now let's take out the air fryer basket. And I will put potatoes in the air fryer. And now let's put the air fryer basket in the air fryer. And I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I will set the time to 20 minutes. Now halfway through the cooking time, let's take out the air fryer basket and shake it so the potatoes cook evenly. And put the diced potatoes back in the air fryer and let the air fryer finish cooking. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look at the diced potatoes. Look at that, they're so nicely browned, perfectly cooked. They look amazing. Now let me take them out of the air fryer. They're so crispy. Perfectly browned and crunchy. I'm so excited about trying them. Now let's try it. It tastes amazing. These potatoes are perfectly brown and crispy on the outside and soft and tender on the inside. You are going to love cooking diced potatoes in the air fryer. For a free printable recipe and other easy air fryer recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Melanie Cooks. Hi friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com, and today I will be making baby potatoes in the air fryer. To make this easy recipe, all we need is small baby potatoes, olive oil, and seasonings. I will use salt, Italian seasoning, and pepper. So let's put baby potatoes in a bowl. I already washed them. You never need to peel the baby potatoes because their skin is so tender. So let's just add a little olive oil and seasonings. So I will sprinkle the small potatoes with salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. And you can use the seasonings of your choice. And now let's toss with your hands so the potatoes are coated with oil and seasonings. And once you prepare the potatoes, let's put them in the air fryer. So take out the air fryer basket, put in the small potatoes, and put the basket in the air fryer. Now let's set the temperature to 400 degrees. And let's set the time to 20 minutes. Now halfway through the cooking time, let's take out the air fryer basket and shake the small potatoes. So we're shaking them so they cook evenly. And let's put the basket back in the air fryer and let it finish cooking. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look at the small potatoes. Look at that, perfectly cooked. They're so tender and delicious with crispy skin, and it was so easy to make them in the air fryer. Perfect, perfectly cooked potatoes. Now let's try them. So tender, pierces so easily with a fork. So delicious, perfect. For a free printable recipe and other easy air fryer recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Melanie Cooks. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com, and today I'll be cooking potatoes with their skins in the air fryer. So potatoes, if you like peeling them, you can, but if you don't, you can cook them with their skins, and the potato skins are delicious. I do recommend using organic potatoes for this if you decide to cook them with skin, because for non-organic potatoes, there's a lot of pesticides that accumulate in the skin, but the organic ones are much better for this recipe. So before making this video, I washed those potatoes so they're clean. So even though they might look like they're not, but they really are, it's just the skin that looks like this. There's zero dirt on them. Now I'm ready to cook them. So I have potatoes, olive oil, and for my seasonings, I'm keeping it simple using salt and pepper, but of course you can use any seasonings you like. So to cook potatoes in their skin, just slice them the way you usually slice potatoes and don't peel them, so that saves a lot of time. So I'm going to cut them in cubes. So just cut it in half and then cut it in cubes like that. So skins are just part of those potato cubes, and they'll be so crispy, so delicious. And I will put my potato cubes in a bowl. It will make it easier to toss with oil and seasonings. And I'll repeat with the remaining potatoes. So I cut all the potatoes and go in a bowl. And now I will add some oil and seasonings. So I just eyeball it, but if you'd like to measure, I would say for 4 potatoes, about a tablespoon of oil and maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. So let's drizzle with oil, add your seasonings to taste. And now toss it so they're coated with oil and seasonings. The oil really helps to make potatoes more crispy. If you want to cut down on the fat, just use less. You can use like a teaspoon instead of tablespoon, but I do recommend a light coating of oil for the potatoes for the best flavor. And now let's take out the air fryer basket and add the potatoes. And put the air fryer basket in the air fryer. And I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I will set the time to 22 minutes. Halfway through the cooking time, let's take out the air fryer basket and let's shake these potatoes so they cook more evenly. And now let's put the basket back in the air fryer and let it finish cooking. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look. Wow, look at these potatoes. They look amazing, so nicely browned and perfectly cooked. Now the cooking time depends on the size of the pieces, so if you cut them into smaller pieces, just check them 5 minutes earlier, make sure they don't burn. And if the pieces are larger, it might take longer to cook. Pierce it with a fork, see if it's tender enough. If it's not tender, just cook it for a few minutes more. But for this size of the potatoes in my air fryer, it was a perfect cooking time. So I'm going to take them out of the air fryer. Perfect. They look so good. So these are skin-on potatoes. They're so uniformly brown, it's even hard to tell where the skin is. So here's the skin. Just looks so good. So it was totally unnecessary to peel them. So if you want to do less work like I do, this is a perfect recipe for you. Anytime I get organic potatoes, I don't peel them. I just wash them very well, cut them, and then cook them. And they're perfect. And now let's try them. I'm so excited about trying them. I love roasted potatoes like that. Perfect. They taste amazing. They're slightly crispy and tender inside, perfectly seasoned, so flavorful. Try them, you will love them, and best of all, it was super easy to make them in the air fryer. For a free printable recipe and other easy recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Melanie Cooks. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com, and today I'll be making smashed potatoes in the air fryer. For this easy recipe, we need small potatoes. No need to peel them, and I already washed them before making the video. And we need olive oil or any kind of vegetable oil. And for the seasonings, I'm using salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And you can use yellow small potatoes or red small potatoes, it doesn't matter what kind. So before making smashed potatoes, we need to pre-cook the potatoes. And you can pre-cook them by the method of your choice. For the easiest ways, you can just microwave it until tender, or you can just cook them in the air fryer. And the air fryer is gonna take a little longer, but then this way everything is done in one air fryer. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So I'm going to pre-cook them in the air fryer before smashing them. So just put the small potatoes in the air fryer basket. And let's put the air fryer basket in the air fryer. And I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to set the time to 20 minutes. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take out the cooked small potatoes. And you can always make sure they're fully cooked by piercing with a fork and making sure they're tender. So if they're not fully cooked, then you can cook them some more. But they are fully cooked, so I'm just going to transfer them to the flat surface. So you can use a cutting board or you can use a plate, like I'm just using 2 plates here. And now, once you transfer them, let's smash them. So you can just use any cup. I'm using a mason jar and just flatten them. So that's why they're called smashed potatoes, because we're actually smashing them. And now once you smash the potatoes, it's time to season them. So we're going to coat them with oil and seasonings on both sides. So I'm just going to pour a little olive oil here and brush them with olive oil. And oil helps them get more crispy and more brown. And you can use melted butter or any kind of oil if you like. And now let's sprinkle the seasoning. So here I'm using salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And now let's flip each potato over and season the other side. So again, I'm going to brush with oil and sprinkle the seasoning. So again, salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. So now the potatoes are perfectly seasoned, and let's put them back in the air fryer and let them crisp up in the air fryer. So it'll be crispy smashed potatoes. And let's put the air fryer basket in the air fryer, and I'm going to set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to set the time to 10 minutes. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look. Look at these smashed potatoes. They look amazing, so nicely browned and perfectly cooked. Now let's take them out of the air fryer. And hear how crispy they are. Perfect. Air frying just makes the skin so crispy. Looks so good. And now let's try it. I'm so excited about trying them. I love smashed potatoes. Let me just cut it to show you. So inside they're so fluffy and tender and perfectly cooked, and the skin is so nicely browned and crispy. Let's try it. They're so delicious, so tender and fluffy inside with a perfect texture, with a crispy skin and perfectly seasoned. Air fryer is the best way to make smashed potatoes, and it's so easy. You will love it. For a free printable recipe and other easy recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Melanie Cooks. Hello friends, I'm Melanie from melaniecooks.com, and today I'll be making Hasselback potatoes in the air fryer. So what we need is a few potatoes, vegetable oil, and seasonings. I will just use simple salt and pepper. So I'm going to brush the potatoes with vegetable oil. So the easiest way to do this is just pour a little oil in this dish. And I will use the pastry brush to brush the potatoes all over. Now the oil is for crispier skin. If you'd rather not use the oil, you can leave it out. It will still work, just the skin won't be as crispy without oil. Okay, now the potatoes are brushed with oil. And also one thing I forgot to mention is before you do anything, wash the potatoes and dry them with paper towels. I wash them before making the videos. So now we need to slice the potatoes into very thin slices, and don't slice them all the way through. They still need to be connected in the bottom. So the easiest way to do it is put the two pencils, one on each side of the potatoes. So they will stop the knife from going all the way to the cutting board. So just slice. Now I'm not even going all the way to the pencils, but if you do, they should prevent you from cutting the potatoes into pieces. Okay, so now I slice the potatoes in a Hasselback slices. So now I'll use the brush to just get some more oil in between some of the slices. Now you're not gonna get it into each one, there's just too many, but just try to just kind of get it into a few. And now I will season the potatoes with salt and pepper. So again, if you can, you can try to get in the slices and just kind of rub the salt and pepper all over it with your hand. Okay, so the potatoes are now sliced and seasoned, and now we'll put them in the air fryer. So let's take out the air fryer basket and put the Hasselback potatoes in the air fryer. Make sure the cut side is up. And now let's put them in the air fryer. And now I'm going to set the temperature to 390 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will set the time to 35 minutes. Now the air fryer is done cooking, so let's take a look. Look at these Hasselback potatoes, perfectly cooked with crispy skin. They look amazing. Let me move them to the plate. Look at that crispy skin. So good. And inside is perfectly cooked. Now you can add your favorite toppings. You can add butter, sour cream, cheese, whatever you like. Now let me try it. I'm so excited. Look at these delicious Hasselback slices. I'm just going to take a piece. See, it's perfectly cooked, fluffy inside, and very crispy skin. They taste amazing. You're going to love these air fryer Hasselback potatoes. For a free printable recipe and other easy air fryer recipes, please visit my website, melaniecooks.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Melanie Cooks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy!